everybody. Welcome to the Cologne podcast.
I'm Mike.
And I'm Ryan.
And we're two best friends. We're going on a fragrance journey, smelling fragrances and giving you an uneducated opinion. That's what this podcast is all about.
And today we're going to go on a dark ride.
Ooh, yeah.
Halloween episode.
Yeah, this fragrance is by Zyrina.
This is supposed to be a fragrance that smells like you went to Disney World and you rode the Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah, I think it's like...
I don't know if you're riding the pirates, but...
maybe your experience waiting in line for the ride.
That's the waiting in the line part?
I think so.
Okay.
We're going to find out. I actually have a Fragrantica review I can read about this specific fragrance.
Hit us up.
It's from Powder Violet. And believe me, there was another one I really wanted to read just because the name was like one guy, one dog, and three cats. It was like its name. I really wanted to read that one. But this is a better review. Wow. I actually found this nauseating.
I already feel like I'm going to resonate well with this guy.
I tried to keep it on long enough to get the whole experience, but I just couldn't deal with the scent beyond about 2 minutes. I love the idea. There's something nostalgic about the scent of waiting in line for a dark ride. The E.T. ride that used to be at Universal Studios Hollywood was my personal favorite. This fragrance is not that. I don't find it at all reminiscent of the Pirates of the Caribbean, like other reviewers have mentioned. Maybe if you fell off the boat and into the water and then inhaled a lungful of water, this is permeating rather than atmospheric. Definitely not a blind buy.
I feel like you're about to have a dark ride.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, I was about to say, and I almost told you on the phone, but I was like, I'll wait. I'll wait for the podcast to say it. The only two notes on this fragrance are ozonic notes and water notes.
Oh, so Mike's going to fucking hate this one.
Yeah, this one could be quite dark.
For anyone new to the podcast, Mike hates any type of fragrance that has water notes in it. He thinks it smells like a wet dog or something.
Yeah, on my skin it does. And we're going to smell this fragrance. But first, we've got to go back in time to our previous episode and give you further detail on what we felt about Tom Ford's Noir de Noir.
Hit the music, Todd.
Yeah, one night stand with you.
Well, Mike, as I smelled this tester strip that's been sitting here for a few days, and it smells delicious, by the way.
Yes, it does.
And I'll just have to go on record. This is probably the longest lasting Tom Ford I have ever smelled.
Possibly so.
It still smells great. We previously said we both skipped it, though, because we felt like it leaned more feminine and it kind of smelled like nail polish.
Yeah, which smells beautiful, just not on me.
So now, after spending the night with said Tom Ford fragrance and waking up disheveled, shirt tucked into your zipper, what do you think about this fragrance now?
I will not deny that the dry down, the far, far dry down, which most Tom Fords never even sniff that far into the dry down.
True.
This one has a long-lasting, beautiful smell. It gets better. It gets a little bit more masculine, but because it's so strong out of the gate, kind of that nail polish, astringent sort of vibe. Even though I love the way it smells, I don't think I would be wearing it till, you're going to have to go 2 hours into the fragrance to really get where all the notes kind of separate and it takes you on the journey. Right out of the atomizer, it is just punch to the nose, manicure deluxe.
Yes. And there is something really to like about it if it wasn't on us. If a young lady walked by wearing this, I would think this smells incredible. It does smell incredible, but it's shocking. It doesn't feel like it's leaned towards a man really at all. Now that we smelled it again,
Yeah.
Didn't you say you had a story with this fragrance? You wore it or something?
Yeah, you remember. It was the Ace Hardware visit.
Oh, no. I thought before, we've already told that. I thought that you said you had another story with this, like you wore this the other night or something.
No.
Okay, never mind. I'm a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
there you go. It's still a skip for dudes and a buy for women, though. I would say if you're a woman, you want to smell something unique and you want to smell unique to others, this is an incredible fragrance.
if this is a fragrance as a guy you're very interested in that certain profile, I would recommend checking out Onyx by Aaron Terrence Hughes.
Yes. It's done well.
So well.
Okay, there's our one night stand review of Tom Ford's Noir de Noir. Now it's time to get into the pleasantries of standing in line at Walt Disney World waiting for a dumbass Pirates of the Caribbean ride. And we got a full presentation. So let's say how we should have said this in the beginning of the episode before we jump in to spray this. Mm-hmm. We got this from a long-time friend of the podcast, has supported the show in so many ways. We can't thank her enough. We mentioned her in the last episode. She just had a recent surgery. Everybody, thoughts and prayers for her. Cynthia, again, thank you for sending this. She sent this last year, I believe.
Yeah.
And
well, she sent multiple of these.
Yes.
I think like 4.
And these are full presentation.
Yeah, and they're great. Love the presentation. Well, I love the box.
Yeah.
The bottle, they didn't spend much money on that. Yeah, but
the box is what sells it, though.
For sure.
So tell them why the box sells it.
Because it's like an old VHS box, like the plastic ones, if you remember those.
Yeah.
Most of the time, your movies that, Harriet the Spy and Nickelodeon type movies came in these. And it pops open.
That's the movies you were watching when you were younger?
Of course. Harriet the Spy. And then on the inside, the bottle is kind of tucked into it, and it's rather cheap. I'll let you start because I'm going to give myself as much distance and as much time without this fragrance on my body as possible.
I'm not going to lie. I'm actually pretty scared about this one.
I am too. I have 2 client meetings today in Dallas, so I'm going to have to wear this all day. Okay, here we go. God help us all.
Interesting.
In the air, it's almost got like a licorice smell in the air.
Yeah, it's something weird going on. I was actually going to say, kind of remind me of walking to like a old school Pizza Hut for a minute there for a second.
Oh, yeah. I almost got like licorice and mint, but now whenever I put the card up to my nose, I smell just like a tire shop.
I'm not going to lie. It smells kind of musky and dusty. That is kind of a trip. But it's not as unpleasant as I thought it was going to be. Oh, was it getting you now?
Yeah.
Did it got you?
Hold on. Get on the skin. Just smell that on the skin real quick.
Oh, it smells like...
Oh.
It smells like a dark ride, all right. It smells like you're just like, I don't know. It smells like you walked into some old person's house and it's like dust. I'm telling you, it's musky and dusty.
It smells like a dusty root beer.
It almost smells sweaty. Like you just walked into a gym, you know?
Like a dusty, sweaty root beer.
Dude, this shit is rough. But it's not the worst thing we've ever smelled, though. Can we be real about that?
Yeah, for sure.
Not even close, but it is very off-putting.
Let me get to the card. That skin is atrocious.
Yeah, the skin's getting bad.
On the card, it just smells like some sort of rubber thing and a little bit of licorice.
God, I can't believe people would wear some shit. Do you think somebody wears it, they just get it to experience what this smells like?
I don't know.
It has a rating system on the bottle.
Really? Okay.
Or, is it rated R or PG-13?
Oh, okay.
It is, I'm sorry, I'm getting close to the mic and this thing. It's rated U for unisex extrait de parfum, 50 ml.
Yeah, it's also right here.
Oh, it's on the box, and they got a little, like it's been at like the Cannes Festival or something. It was a finalist in 2016. The what?
Watching you read this makes you look so old.
I'm nearsighted.
Pull your glasses off and squint your eyes that hard. The Art and Olfaction Awards 2016 finalists.
Damn.
Interesting that this got that far because
do you think he really got that or they got that? Or do you think they just put that on the box just to be kind of fun?
Oh, I grabbed the Noir de Noir card for a second. I was like, fuck, it got amazing.
I don't like it on the card.
Ugh. Oh, man, it is so Ugh, so musky on the skin.
It is like you walked in. Let me tell you why this reminds you of an old person's house. Everybody, you've known an old person, not old people shaming over here, but them motherfuckers are always fucking cold. And you know what that means? They've always got that fucking room hot, dude. They've got their whole house hot. You walk in, it's hot, it's muggy, all the dusty shit because they can't get up and dust shit anymore. It just smells like an old ass house to me. And it's grossing me out.
On the card, I can tell what they're trying to do. On the skin, it is not communicating the same thing. On the skin, it's just like, wash me immediately is what it's communicating on the skin.
I bet you're going to be an oversprayer today with whatever you try to layer on.
Dude, I'm going to be real with you. I've got to wash this off. I can't go into meetings smelling like this. I can't.
It's a little nauseating.
Ugh. It almost has that sort of vomit accord that somber had. It's got something. Maybe somebody got sick on the ride. The dark ride.
That's rough, dude. Let me get into the price and trend of this bad boy. I feel like I've got it on my taste buds. Do you? It's driving me nuts. I got to take a drink. Hold on.
Okay, well, while you're doing that, let me read you this. This is on the back of the box, almost like you'd get the description of a movie.
Okay.
A realistic interpretation of water ride staples like Pirates of the Caribbean, Jurassic Park, and Splash Mountain. For years, perfume and theme park enthusiasts alike have searched for fragrances that accidentally smell similar to water rides. For the first time ever, the intoxicating, moody scent has been intentionally captured. Dark Ride features the familiar note of chlorinated water, a thrilling accord of theatrical fog and pyrotechnics, and a hint of atmospheric mildew and damp ozone to create the first thrill ride in a bottle.
I'm not going to lie. While you're reading that, I could resonate what I'm smelling with a lot of that. It's pretty damn close to that. As a young child, I was taken to Disney World, and I did ride the Pirates of the Caribbean ride.
Ryan had a good childhood.
And what about your childhood? Where did your destination land you?
I remember one time I got dropped off at a supermarket and they just never came back.
I can kind of get the vibe of the like dusty chlorinated water kind of thing. That's kind of muggy, you know?
Yeah.
Mildewy. That hits. I don't know if I want to say
the
that.
mildew accord, they nailed it. Perfect.
I mean, thinking back to riding that ride, like, yeah, I guess I can remember not liking that smell then. I don't know if that's like, I don't know. Did people really want to remember that?
I don't know that. Look, there are things that when you smell it, take you back, right? That doesn't necessarily mean you want to wear that smell. Sometimes you just want to smell that smell.
Yeah.
For the first time, I'm kind of going, oh, things shouldn't be a fragrance that you wear. I'm now going, oh, a nostalgic scent memory doesn't have to be in a bottle anymore. I don't have to spray it on my skin. Because it's like, yeah, you could probably walk through somewhere and smell and go, oh, I remember that time in my childhood when my parents loved me and they took me to this thing and I had such a great day. But you don't necessarily want to wear that for 8 hours on your skin.
No fucking way. No way.
Especially this one. Jeez, crow.
Okay, let me get into the price and trend. Price is 95 buckaroonies. Pretty pricey for me.
95 for 50 mil? I bet everybody all over eBay probably got this shit for $40.
It doesn't really say the size, but I think it's 50 mil. But it's 95 on their website, $95. And since then, they've actually changed the artwork. The one we have is like an original, and it's like a skull with like some type of cobweb fog thing coming off its skull and shit. Mm-hmm. This one, it's like a cartoony pirate ride kind of looking thing.
Oh, that's terrible. This looks way cooler.
Yeah, this looked way cooler. I like the original artwork. Yeah, $95. Ready for the trend? Actually trending really good.
Yeah, I'm shocked.
Trending really good.
I saw that trend.
I think it's just people are morbidly curious.
Yeah, it makes sense.
It's like somebody tells you, hey, there's a dead body over there and it's really mangled. Don't go look at it. You're like,
I gotta look. I actually saw a video on Instagram where they set up, and I think it was in like Brazil. It's just like this big box that says "Don't look" on it, and then there's like a hole for you to stick your face to look. And
people they get pied when
it's exactly what happened. They'd stick their face in and get pied, and then they'd get so pissed that they were pied when they literally looked into a room that said, "Don't look."
Look, if there is a head-shaped hole for you to stick your head in, somebody's waiting to pie you.
Pied, yeah.
Dude, there's,
sure.
I don't know what kind of pie, but you're getting pied, dude. What dumbasses.
God. It's the curiosity, man. It killed the cat.
Well,
as we've heard.
You're saying there's some fragrances that shouldn't be worn, and this is one of them, but we got to ask, who the hell is wearing this shit?
Other than Killian Wells out of Austin, Texas?
God, man. I can't believe there's two Killians in the fragrance industry. One makes
great fragrances.
And one makes the
rough.
Hey, his other stuff may be good. We don't know.
Yeah, we've got a few more to smell.
But this one is Who's wearing that? Who seriously goes, I like this. I want to wear it. Can we decipher that? Can we break that down?
And find somebody who would actually love this enough to go, this is my signature scent.
Yeah, who would want this signature scent? Do you think it's like just like somebody, here's my take. You want me to put my take out there?
Please.
Okay. They're 65 years old and they grew up when America wasn't complete shit show and everything wasn't out of whack and cost a shit ton. You could take your family to Disney World. You know, you could afford it.
Okay.
I think like they're reminiscent. They do want to relive that. And they're just like, I love this smell for some dumbass reason. That's the only person I could even come close to figuring out.
I have a feeling this thing is going to last forever. Look at your skin. Look at all the oil on your skin.
It looks like we just sprayed it on.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's definitely an extrait de parfum.
Yeah, I don't even know if I'm close to who could be wearing this, but that's the only one. The one that's like, I was a little boy back in the 60s. They took me before the fucking Michael Jackson 3D ride showed up, ruined everything.
Well, there is one guy who goes to Disney World every day and he vlogs everything about it every day.
Wow.
He's like made his living doing that. Maybe that guy who is just obsessed and it's like, I smell like my favorite ride. Yeah. I don't know.
Do you think more people are wearing this or experiencing it?
That's why I'm like, why don't you just make like a diffuser or something?
Or a candle? There might be. He makes candles. I don't know if he has this one in particular.
I mean, Gwyneth Paltrow is making candles of her nene. You know, I guess you could make one of the Pirates of the Caribbean.
Did she really?
Yeah, we've talked about it before.
On here?
Yeah. Her company Goop made a candle that's literally, the fragrance is called My Vagina.
And it's not just the name. Like, she's literally saying, this is what mine smells like.
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Hold on. Are you serious?
I'm dead serious.
Hold on. I'm Googling this. Goop?
Yeah.
This is that whole, I'm sticking my head through the pile right
now. Yeah. Don't look, Ryan.
Yeah. I've got to look. Hold on, guys. Would that be under beauty or what would that be under here? Food and home, maybe.
That classification would be hilarious. Maybe I thought too deep into that.
God, what the? Hold on. Let's see. Goop. I'm going to put candles in Google here. Let's see what we get.
Just Google My Vagina Candle. Gwyneth Paltrow selling a candle that smells like her vagina. This is from The Guardian.
No way she still sells this.
Gwyneth has made a candle called This Smells Like My Vagina for her website Goop. And of course, it's sold out.
Oh my fucking God, dude. Are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
Hey guys, here's a teaser into one of our next episodes. Holy shit. Okay, I'm going to read this off. They have perfumes dog. They have the "This Smells Like My Vagina" roll-on. $45 for this shit.
Woo, man.
She also has "Kiss My Liquid Lip Balm." She also has "This Smells Like My Orgasm" roll-on.
What in the world?
Hey guys, this is a promise. I'm about to shell out $45 times 2. We're going to smell those 2 fragrances. I've got to know what this smells like. It is morbid. It's disgusting. I hate myself for even saying this, but we're going to know what that smells like. That is so weird.
This is probably why that shit has been sold out. Just people going, I gotta smell it, I guess.
Then here's the scary part. What if it smells good? Like it's a fragrance. It's not like really a body smell.
Oh.
Then what do we do?
I feel like I can't even begin to go into the thoughts I'm having right now. They would cancel this podcast so fast.
We're ordering that. We're going to smell that.
Well, for sure, yeah.
It has to be done.
Yeah, it's for science.
It's 100% for science. I'm not doing it for any weird thing. I don't give a fuck about Gwyneth Paltrow.
Yeah.
Although she and Ethan Hawke are incredible in Great Expectations. 90s classic. Robert De Niro.
I was about to say, isn't De Niro in that one?
Great movie. Great story. You've read the book. Okay. Fuck all that noise. Let's get back to Dark Ride. We don't know who's wearing it, but we got to ask ourselves, are you going to skip it,
sample it,
or buy it?
What are you going to do, Ryan?
I'm absolutely going to skip this, Mike.
Me too. Big time. In fact, I'm going to skip it so hard, I'm going to send this out to a lucky Patreon.
You heard it here first, guys. I don't know if it's an reward for being a Patreon, but one of you guys is getting this.
Somebody's got to be dying to know what this smells like.
Yeah. Well, good luck to you, sir. It's hard to even it's hard to talk about this. We both hate it. It's a hate.
It's bad. It's not the worst thing we've smelled on the podcast, but it's bad.
Yeah, it's just not pleasant. Man, it is so rough on the skin. Cards actually died down. It's more like, for me, just old chlorine water, which is not appeasing.
Yeah, it's like if you took a glass of chlorine water and put some black licorice in it, you set it overnight for a year, and it grew mold because of the sugar content. That's what it smells like.
Yeah, not a pleasant one. Well, guys, if you love today's episode, you know what? Give yourself a pat on the back. You deserve it, because this is a rough one.
Yeah.
This is our Halloween one.
But now you got me curious about a couple of roll-on perfumes.
Yeah, that's the best thing that came out of this, is smelling something's vagina and their orgasm. That's the next one, guys.
Eesh.
Do we wait till Halloween next year?
No.
Or should we do that one for Valentine's Day?
Yeah, that may be it. Actually, you know what? That's a dedicated promise. Okay. If that doesn't show up by Valentine's Day, it's because the podcast shut down. Thank you guys for checking this episode out. If you can do us one favor, that would be to interact with the podcast on your streaming platform. If that means going and giving a review, if you haven't already, or if you've already done that, you can actually leave comments specifically on Spotify about what you thought about the episode. If you can go and just let us know what you thought, that would be a huge help to us.
Absolutely. And until next time, spray it up, y'all.